Oh, dude. How's it going, bro?
Really good, dude. It's so amazing. I
Hell
freaking love
yeah,
life.
man.
What are we doing?
What do you think, man? Should we do this?
How's everybody doing? This is Jeremy with Planet Now. Last weekend, when we recorded, we didn't have time to get to all of the stories that were happening and all the stuff that was going on in the world. I mean, obviously, there's always a lot of stuff going on, and we'll never be able to cover all of it. But there was a little bit I wanted to get to that we simply didn't have enough time to do the research on and didn't have enough time to talk about. One of those things is the seizure of the Stena Imperio by Iran in the Persian Gulf, well, the Strait of Hormuz. And this has caused a lot of tension between Iran and the British government. The British foreign minister said he was seeking a diplomatic solution on the issue. He didn't want to cause a military confrontation. Nobody in the West or the Western Europe and America allied groups of nations, NATO, if you will, wants a war with Iran, and Iran definitely doesn't want a war with us. So, that was one of the big things that happened. It shocked a lot of people. As of today, as of Monday night, they have not released either the crew or the tanker. However, the crew was shown on Iranian television today, and they appear to be unharmed. Also, Iran claims they have dismantled a CIA spy ring, arresting 17 natural-born Iranians and accusing them of espionage and treason, saying that they worked for the CIA in sensitive Iranian nuclear facilities. Donald Trump tweeted out earlier today that the accusation that these 17 Iranians were working for America was false. So that's just in the last couple of days, there's been some tension building between Iran and America and Great Britain. Obviously, this has been going on for quite a while. This is not a new thing. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, the announcements and the first thing we've seen from Neuralink, which is Elon Musk's startup that is attempting to connect digital interfaces with the brain. Right, that's the goal, I guess, of Neuralink. So, Neuralink had a lot to say. Apparently, they've done quite a bit of successful research and experimentation and have developed some pretty incredible looking tools for this. Without getting into too much of the science here, because it would take a while, it's really complicated stuff. But basically, they've taken some of the original ideas of interfacing with the human brain, and they've refined them and introduced automation to allow for much greater accuracy, and also to allow the interfacing parts themselves, the physical objects that connect to the brain, to be much smaller, which makes the surgery required to implant such devices much less invasive, a lot safer, and lowers the risk of damaging the brain while doing so. So this is actually a pretty big deal. It's a massive, for me, it's a big deal. I think it's kind of neat. It introduces the possibility of, just within this next decade, having brain implants as a standard form of communication, as well as assisting and curing all kinds of physical disorders across a wide spectrum of naturally occurring disorders that limit people's ability to communicate, such as blindness, deafness, and a whole host of other issues that we could use this for, spinal injuries, all this stuff. So it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of awesome potential that could be used for a lot of incredible achievements and science. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome stuff. I'm a big fan of it. I think that it's one of the most awesome things Elon Musk is among the host of his awesome achievements. This could be the biggest. So that's pretty awesome. And it appears that way more people than we thought are taking the Area 51 thing seriously. Apparently, there's been a massive increase in hotel bookings in the area for that day. Every hotel within 100 miles of Area 51 is booked out for September 20th and the following days. So that is a little bit scary. If anyone that I know is going, I would obviously discourage that. That is not a good idea. Anyone who actually attempts to enter the base could well end up seriously hurt or dead. It's a terrible idea. So if any of my friends who are listening to this are planning on going to Area 51 on the 20th of September, bring some popcorn and stay back. Don't get too close. That's going to be a shit show if very many people show up. Now, if they do, might be kind of fun to watch. Bring the popcorn. Let's have a show. And it is kind of fucked up that a lot of people will probably get seriously injured or hurt or dead. But hey, I mean, it was all worth it, right? We got some great memes. I mean, they're memes. Come on. Of course it was worth it. Doesn't get any better than those Area 51 memes. Those were the boss of the internet for like a day. So, yeah. Memes.